Thank you so much, sellers, for being online with us. We will be continuing with the session now. So before we could continue, few important information that I would like to give you all. So, like I already informed, we will be the language today will be Hindi and English mix. Also, the session is getting recorded so that all of you can get the link to the recorded session and can watch the webinar or know more of the workshop whenever you have some time later on as well. With that, like I said, we have our Amazon team with us who will be addressing all of you and taking you all through the training. So we can first finish the training now, and then in the end, the last 20-25 minutes will be the Q&A section. So we will have the Q&A polls open then. With that, handing over to you, Sonal.
Hey, hi, good morning, very warm good morning to everyone. I'm Sonal. I'm leading the catalog team, and today with myself, I have different experts who take care of guidelines which come with respect to the cataloging in Amazon. This is a hand-curated session which we have designed for all of you, जिससे कि आप अपने products को better display कर सकते हैं, so that it helps you in better buying and lesser returns and a good experience with overall selling at Amazon. So I'll quickly take you through all with the agenda. We're going to cover why catalog is important, components of catalog, which is essentially everything that is available on the detail page, जो आपको product के बारे में बताता है. Style guides जो कि Amazon की expert team, category team और research team hand curate करके Seller Central के ऊपर share करती है, both with respect to आपका title कैसा होना चाहिए and how your images should be. Then we are going to cover the two very important topics, which is around A+X's and the country of origin and legal attributes. So we are going to pay a lot of attention on this last two topics, and finally we'll close it via a Q&A. I'll just repeat, as Malvika has already shared, the session is getting recorded, and you can always go to the link to see if there's anything that you would want to refer after the session gets over. So, and in the middle, we are going to have certain poll questions. So please ensure you share the responses. It will help us in better understanding of what categories you sell in, and it will help us modify our presentation in live. Okay, great. So I'll start with why the catalog is important. Catalog, so if you compare to the offline world, catalog is what allows you to give your customers an offline experience on that e-platform. And whatever you write on your catalog or the way you project your catalog is what is going to impact your search, product visibility, essentially, कि आपका product customers को मिले. There are 140+ million products on the website, and amongst all of that product, how do you ensure कि your product is coming on the platform? A lot of it is dependent on what specific words, how you are writing your catalog, because that is something which talks to our backend search algorithm. There are many more things associated with search, which could be your ratings, which could be your returns, which could be entire history on that product category. But catalog also plays a very important role to it, especially when you come on your search results. The only thing that you see about the product is its main image and the title of the product. So when customer is coming on the search page, search results page, what prompts them to click on your product's detail amongst all the search results which are coming is your main image and the title. So hence, from a product search and visibility standpoint, these two features play a very important role. Product consideration and brand trust. When your customer comes on the detail page, whether it is the mobile experience or the desktop experience, from top to bottom, they go through every single thing that is present on the detail page. It's a combination of title, main image, secondary images, if there are any videos, how you have projected your bullet point to call about how the product is looking like, and then the product description. It's the entire phase where your customer is trying to get as close a feeling to how she or he would get when they're walking into a physical store. So over and above pricing, over and above your inventory, over and above again your ratings, what you present, the way you present your catalog plays a very, very important role in your product consideration. It also helps develop that trust with your brand. So that is going to help in repeat purchase of your product. It's going to eventually give you a better rating. So for example, if what you have projected on your catalog is exactly similar to what the product actually is, it develops a credibility for you with your customer. It should not so happen that your material in a particular cases is a mix of cotton and polyester, but your bullet point is saying it is 100% cotton. And when the customer receives the product, she realizes that, okay, the information which was present on the website was not correct. So these are very, very important feature. It is not just about that first time purchase on your product, but that continuous engagement that you can drive with your customers via your detail page. And finally, a combination of both of these things is going to have an impact on your sales and your conversions after a customer has landed on your detail page. So moving forward, this is a very good pictorial representation of your components of catalog and in which section are they going to help. So as I already shared in search, the first thing, of course, before the catalog itself is the categorization. It essentially means that you are selling sari as a product in the sari category, or uh, a wireless accessory as a product in the wireless category, because our search algorithm again reads these at the backend to where these products are placed in our entire backend ka metadata. So agar aapka product misplaced hai, it's a very simple thing, right? You would organize different things even in your offices or in your homes, and our algorithm similarly tries to identify the product match from those places. और अगर आपका प्रोडक्ट उस जगह पर प्लेस्ड नहीं है तो वो वापस से सर्च के अंदर नहीं रिफ्लेक्ट होगा. तो प्रोडक्ट कैटेगराइजेशन over and above all that I spoke in the previous slide is also very important when it comes to getting your product coming in your search results itself. So, and we'll talk about more in a bit about it. So yeah, title and image I specially shared. When it comes to the search results, यही दो items हैं जिसे customer देख करके आपके detail page पर जाने के लिए click करेगा. So your main image has to be getting attention and getting all the right information. And again, we'll talk in details about the guidelines around it in a bit. So this is a short our understanding what we have seen on the platform कि ये different elements का आपके conversions के ऊपर कितना impact होता है. Categorization is categorization images, both of them lead to roughly 1 to 3% improvement in your conversions. Bullet point about 8%. Relevant and factual product description, जैसे मैंने example दिया अभी material type का. It could be unit of components, it could be color. अगर आप ये सारी चीजें सही से डालेंगे वहाँ पर, again that improves in your sales, improves in your brand trust, and hence we have seen in past it leads to a 1.2 times increase in your conversions. So please make sure we're going to talk about all the guidelines in the session, and you can leverage it to make your catalog look better and accurate. Okay, so understanding after the impact on your actual business, will now deep dive little bit into ये individual components क्या होते हैं. So as I explained the first bit, the categorization, when you are on your detail page, ये जो the top bar which you see, typically ये एक path होता है. It could start from women accessories to women ethnic wear to women kurtis, and then your final, let's say, nail-line kurta is coming in. इस पूरे path को हम categorization कहते हैं. It essentially is telling you where your product is sitting again in that backend data. So this is the first bit which you should be able to understand that whether your product is rightly categorized or not. Again, if you realize that it is not flowing in the right sequence, you can always reach out to us and we will make sure that it is corrected in case it is not. This is typically how your detail page is going to look like. The first thing, of course, is the title, then followed by different variations that you would have on your product. It could be color. Sometimes there are size के यहाँ पर drop down values होते हैं. To the bottom of it, there's a bullet point and the product description. A lot many times we are now increasingly introducing comparison widgets या फिर आपने देखा होगा automated tables आने लग गई हैं. काफी सारी product lines के अंदर जैसे कि furniture में आने लग गई है, electronics में आने लग गई है. These all tables, you don't have the access to those tables and these values are automatically populated from the backend information. और ये information mandatory attributes के तौर पर होती है. These are the attributes जो कि आपके template के अंदर red marked होते हैं and उन्हीं information को use करके we are presenting the front end table so that customer के लिए वो एक easy reading experience हो जाए. So this is all which we are going to talk about और ये हमारे style guides के अंदर clearly called out होता है. And again we'll explain you some of the do's and don'ts in next few minutes around this. So before we jump further, can we have the first poll, please? Okay, so all of you might be having a question on your screen. It's a very simple one. We are trying to understand in which category do you sell at Amazon? Electronics, fashion, grocery, home and kitchen, or it could be others. So if you all can just take a quick couple of seconds to respond that. Okay. We have close to 50% of the responses now. Okay. Great. So a good 30% of you are selling in the fashion as a category, which could be apparel, accessories, shoes, handbags, etc. Then we have another large majority into home and kitchen, followed by electronics, grocery, and then a lot many other categories. Can we have the second poll, please, which is on the ASP? Okay, so this again is a simple question to understand आपकी product की selling price की range क्या है? It's less than 500, 500 to 2500, up to 10,000 or 10,000 and above. Okay, so we can have like good 55% of you have in a high ASP range, I would call, when it comes to an Indian context. And the customer consideration which happens on the detail page when again with respect to images or A+ as a section when we come in, we'll touch base upon how we should look at these products little differently versus a low ASP product. Thank you for sharing. Cool. So I'll move on to little bit detail on the categorization जो मैंने explain करा था. So here this is how you essentially do select the category of the product. So जब आप product को fresh list करने के लिए जाते हैं, Seller Central के ऊपर bulk listing के लिए ये एक flow होता है जो आपको enable करता है selecting the right template. So in this example, you can see if I had to list an inverter on the platform, I'll first go to appliances, followed by home appliances, and then I select the inverter. And when I download this red color box में जो एक node ID आपको दिख रहा है, this is what the product category हमारा system इस number को read करता है. So ensuring that you have the right node ID on your product will decide its right categorization. So how does it impact the product ka search visibility on the platform? So to give you an example, if when I'm on the website और ये left वाले pan से मैं inverters search करने का कोशिश कर रही हूँ, if my product is not sitting on this node ID, then my product will not be visible on this page. So even though it might have the right title, which is calling it as an inverter, but if the node ID or the category is not correct, ये वाला product आपकी इस listing के इस page पर नहीं visible होगा. It will be visible on the respective node which you have inputted on the template. Hence, this is the first step. There are a lot many things जो कि आपका पूरा template इस category पे dependent होता है. जो हम attributes template में डालते हैं वो सब इसी पे dependent होते हैं. Another point is जो आप website के सारे filters होते हैं, again color, size, brand, price range, everything, these all are sitting at a category level or a categorization level. So if you end up having a miss on this, you will not get your products rightly filtered and rightly visible on the platform. A last very important element of this, which I'm sure all of you are aware of, category of the product helps in determining the referral fee which is charged by Amazon. So a lot many times we are getting seller SPS team के पास में contacts आते हैं जहाँ पर fee is not correctly charged, and it also happens because of this path. So over and above having sure that it has got the right placement in the system, customer care standpoint for the right search and for the right filters, etc., it has got the direct financial impact on ensuring आपको right referral fee charge हो रही है. So please ensure when you are on this section, listing a template from scratch, you go and correct it and do it the right way. Of course, when you are trying to add offer to an existing product, और अगर आपको realize होता है कि उसका node नहीं correct है, you can again try to do it yourself. You can again reach out to seller support to do corrections. So please make sure you are doing the right categorization. Okay, moving on to the title style guides. Style guides are something which we are hand curating and placing on the platform. There is a style guide section on the Seller Central, and we'll share you how that looks like. But essentially हम उस style guide के अंदर आपको एक title का rule बनाकर share करते हैं. Again, in this example, I can see there is a kitchen curry pot which has to be listed. And what we are recommending here is that it should have brand, material type, product name, capacity, unit of measure. ये individual attribute और बहुत सारा research करके customer क्या search कर रहा है, किस तरह के questions and answers ask कर रहा है, उन सब के basis के ऊपर these titles guidelines have been created. We keep on regularly revising the style guides because we maintain and we keep looking at what customer is looking like. It is quite so possible that 2 years ago, for example, when it comes to electronics, USB port, number of USB port present on a TV unit was not important, or noise cancellation as a feature was not important for customer. But this is a customer behavior जो कि last 1-2 साल के अंदर change हुआ है, and we have realized now this information should come on your catalog. So that is where we ensure that we keep on revising our style guide so that you can create the titles which are in line with what customer requires. Please make sure on titles you are not making it a very long title. We do not allow for phone numbers, external URLs, or any kind of claims when it comes to pricing or delivery, because these all things anyways are ignored by our search algorithm. So it is not going to give you any benefit. On top, from a customer standpoint, when you look at the mobile display of these long verbose titles, it is not a good experience. What I would want to see is that, okay, if this was a kurta, it belongs to Aurelia as a brand, it's a women's, the rayon is the material and the style is A-line. I would not want to see any other information as a customer when I'm looking on this product. So please ensure that you're looking at the style guides. We keep on sharing you email notifications every single time a new style guide is launched. on the Seller Central. So have a look at it, and as much as possible do abide to these style guides. Coming to the bullet point and product description, we typically recommend to have 5 bullet points, and versus writing long sentences, it's always easy if you can describe what the feature is and what the feature value is. Again, in this example, like pattern embellished versus writing a sentence ki this amazing kurta has got an embellished pattern. This pattern embellished is a very short, crisp way to explain your customer what the product is about. So wash care instruction, we tend to write very, very long sentences in this area that you can do hand wash, you can do machine wash, you can use any kind of washing material, cleansing material to do it. You can make it very, very easy for your customer by making the information clear and to the point. Product description guidelines, again, provide relevant details. You can use this section to talk something about your brand, something about the product, why it is important, and again make it shorter and crisper. Short sentences are always easier to read. आप खुद ही देख सकते हैं हमारा 90% of the traffic mobile के through आता है, and the screen itself has got its limitations on the way the text is visible. So longer sentences will again tend to consume a lot of time for the reader and space on your screen. So ensure that you're doing it, projecting the information which is adding value. I mean, any information which is sitting on your catalog, which is not adding any value about the product, we strongly suggest that you should not use that on your catalog. Okay, mandatory attributes, as I shared on the core components of the catalog, these are the attributes which again we have realized are important to make the buying decision. ये 1x1 listing के अंदर आपको वो individual cells एक छोटे से red border में visible होंगी, या फिर जो bulk listing का template है, again on that these cells are marked in red. As I explained, we have started to put up these automated tables or widgets, comparison widgets हैं या product की technical details हैं और product description. We are trying to make it very, very consumer friendly, and ये सारी information are not available for you to edit directly in this form. हमारा system backend information use करके इन tables को auto populate कर रहा है, and if your product will not have that information, in this case, for example, if there are 7 features used to describe this technical details, आपके product page के ऊपर सिर्फ 5 details ही visible होंगी. So you will lose out with respect to your competition product. A similar thing is going to happen on the comparison widgets, when it is quite so possible that your competition has listed everything possible, but your product, because it did not have that information in the back end value, it is not coming on the front end. So please make sure that you are filling in this mandatory attributes. If you fail to fill this, you will see an error while uploading the template. So again, for this products that you're doing from scratch, you can always make sure that these are correct जब आप पहली बार product को list कर रहे हैं. But for any existing product, if you now realize after these sessions, you can always go back and use the same upload inventory wala section on your Seller Central to make and update these values and make corrections coming out of this session. So this is all that we had from the catalog data standpoint. We will now move towards the imaging guidelines, and for that I'll invite Abhishek from our team. Thank you, Abhishek. Abhishek, you are not audible.
Sorry. Thank you, Sonal. Good morning, everyone. I am quickly going to take you through one of the other core competence, core catalog components, which is essentially images. Can we change the slide, please? Okay, sorry, apologies. Yes, so I'm quickly going to take you through another one of the most critical components of a catalog, which is the images. Now, why are images important for a catalog? अगर आपने देखा होगा कस्टमर जब आपके स्टोर पे कोई भी प्रोडक्ट खरीदने आते हैं तो उनके पास वो प्रोडक्ट को लुक एंड फील करने का ऑप्शन होता है. However, in an online experience, it is not possible. So our team here does a lot of market research and customer research to come up with stringent image guidelines so that we offer the closest experience to an offline world. Hence, images become really important, and it is important for you to have good quality images. I am going to talk about the image guidelines in the next couple of slides. Before that, can we have the poll question on images? We will take a couple of seconds to answer this. Okay, can we have the answer? Okay, so as I see, most of you are really aware of one of the most important guidelines around images, which is having a white background for the images, which is great. We'll quickly move to the slide. Okay, the first and the foremost requirement for any image that you put on Amazon is the technical requirements around that image. जो कि ये होती है कि आपकी इमेज की साइज recommended है हमारे साइड से should be more than 1000 cross 1000 pixels. Preferably the longest side should be 1000 pixel definitely. आपकी फाइल की साइज शुड नॉट बी मोर देन 10 मेगाबाइट्स बिकॉज फिर देन इसे अपलोड करने में इश्यूज होती है एंड इसे वेबसाइट्स पे दिखाने में भी इश्यूज होती है जो कि एक बैड कस्टमर एक्सपीरियंस क्रिएट करता है. योर फाइल फॉर्मेट शुड बी इन द फॉर्म ऑफ JPEG और अ PNG और अ GIF. PDF फॉर्मेट्स और PSD फॉर्मेट्स ये अलाउड नहीं है हमारे प्लेटफॉर्म पे. आपकी जो इमेज की कलर मोड होती है वो एक स्टैंडर्ड रेड ग्रीन ब्लू कलर फॉर्मेट होती है या फिर सियान मैजेंटा येलो एंड ब्लैक फॉर्मेट होती है जो कि एक प्रिंटर की फॉर्मेट भी होती है. जनरली ये फॉर्मेट by default selected होती है but it is advisable you should cross check this color mode for before uploading an image, and your image should have preferably a 1:1 square format. ये this is important because it also अगर आपने हमारी साइट देखी होगी तो जहां पर इमेज दिखती है वो एक 1:1 फॉर्मेट में होती है. So it is important to have that image in a 1:1 format. It creates a better experience for the customer. Yes, sorry, I think there's a lag in my system. Yeah, so quickly moving on to the main images. Main images basically, जैसा सोनल ने भी पहले cover किया था, is the first thing that your customer will see on the search result page. So it is where, and it essentially decides whether your customer will click on your product. So, or this is why it creates the first impression of your product on the customer. So it's really important to follow all the main image guidelines. Our team has created separate main image guidelines which are really very important for you to follow. So essentially the guidelines are your main image should be on a pure and a white background. Your main image should cover 85% of the frame width so that आपके कस्टमर के पास ऑप्शन हो कि वो उसे जूम करके भी देख सके. प्लीज अपनी मेन इमेजेस को प्रोफेशनली फोटो शूट करवाएं. आपके मोबाइल से लिए हुए मेन इमेजेस या फिर जनरली कैजुअली मेन इमेजेस लिए हुए वो एक अच्छी एक्सपीरियंस ऑफर नहीं करते हमारे कस्टमर्स को. सो उसे अवॉइड करें एंड अपने मेन इमेज में सिर्फ वही दिखाएं जो आपके कस्टमर को एक्चुअली मिल रहा है. उसके अलावा कुछ भी चीजें जो आपके प्रोडक्ट में नहीं है वो प्लीज अपने मेन इमेजेस में ना डालें. दैट इज रियली शुड बी अवॉइडेड. एंड इन केस if your main images is a multi-pack, right, a combination of 2 or 3 t-shirts, for example, you should have images for all those components included in your main image. So these are some of the critical do's for your main images. We will quickly move on to the don'ts which you should definitely avoid for your main images. Like for example, आपकी मेन इमेज में कोई ग्राफिक डिजाइन नहीं होनी चाहिए, कोई टेक्स्ट, वाटरमार्क, लोगो ये सब चीजें आपकी मेन इमेजेस में नहीं होनी चाहिए, क्योंकि वो आपके मेन इमेज की जो व्यू है उसे हैम्पर करती है. एंड वी स्ट्रिक्टली डू नॉट अलाउ such images on the platform. Your main image should only have the main image photo and not multiple views of the same product. ये again आपके main image को दबा देती है जो कि customer को दिखना चाहिए upfront. Celebrity images are not allowed unless आपके पास उनके साथ कोई legal contract ना हो. Please ensure that your images are not blurry or pixelated or it is incorrectly cropped or unprofessionally cropped at the edges. For the main images, barring few categories, please do not use lifestyle images or colored backgrounds. It again, hampers the essence of your product. Your main image should not be on a visible mannequin, so please avoid that. And of course, pornographic and offensive contents are not allowed strictly on the platform. Now, let's quickly talk about another set of images, which is called the secondary images. Now, secondary images are essentially, you should use secondary images in a way that you showcase all that your product can do. You should create a story when it unfolds to a customer on the detail page. So detail page पे ये ensure करें कि आप ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा secondary images डालें और अपने product के सारे benefits को secondary images के through product अपने customers को explain करें. You can use your secondary images to have different views of the product, to have your size chart for your product, कोई specifications हो या कुछ special call outs हो for the product, please use your secondary images. If your product is coming to a customer with in a different packaging, use your secondary images to showcase that. And of course, you can also use the secondary images to have lifestyle product, जहाँ पे आप अपने product को actually use करते हुए के images अपने customers को दिखा सकते हैं. The only requirement that a secondary image should follow are the technical requirements जो कि मैंने पहली slide में cover किया था, which was around the size and format of the images. So that is really important for secondary images, and use your secondary images to create a story for your customers. It is really helpful. Okay. Before we move on, now that we have talked about the core components of a catalog, which are the title, the bullet points, product descriptions as covered by Sonal and images by me, you would be thinking that Amazon के इतने सारे guidelines है और हर कैटेगरी के different guidelines होंगे, टाइटल रूल्स अलग होंगे, बुलेट पॉइंट रूल्स अलग होंगे, इनफैक्ट इमेजेस के भी रूल्स अलग होंगे. ये हमें एक कंसोलिडेटेड इन्वेंटरी कहाँ मिलेगी? So our team has hand curated something called style guides, and these are available in PDF format for you to download through Seller Central. So essentially जब Seller Central में when you go, there is a search bar that you will see on the topmost right corner of your screen. आप वहाँ पे style guides टाइप करें. Style guides टाइप करने के बाद आपको ऑटो सजेशन में एक स्टाइल गाइड्स की लिंक मिलेगी. आप उस लिंक पे क्लिक करोगे तो आप एक पेज पे लैंड करोगे जो which has all the style guides links for you to download available there. So हर कैटेगरी के accordingly हमारे पास एक style guide होती है. So it is really important for you to refer the style guides before you upload anything around your product on the platform. So before we move on, can we have the next poll on the CDR report? Let's take quickly 5 seconds to answer this. Okay, can we have the answer? Okay, this is really good to know that most of you are, the huge 67% of you are aware that we share all defects related to title, bullet point and images with you on a regular basis. Can we move on to the slide? Okay, so even after like following all these style guides, there could be chances that you kind of miss on certain guidelines और आपने product को हमारे guidelines के accordingly upload नहीं किया है. So for that, our team does a lot of effort to go through your product, to scrutinize your product for every aspect. And then they create something called catalog defect report, which is essentially an Excel sheet which is shared with each one of you on a regular basis. ये CDR report आपको weekly basis पे आपके साथ share की जाती है with all the sellers who have defective or some kind of defect for their ASINs. This you can get access either via an email, or you can log on to your Seller Central account. There is a tab called reports. When you click on reports, in the drop down you will see a link called custom reports. When you click on custom reports, आप एक पेज पे लैंड करेंगे जहां पर आपके पास जो एक्टिव CDR है, जो उस वीक की CDR जो आपके साथ शेयर की गई है वो भी दिखती है, और आपके पास जो पुराने जितनी भी डिफेक्ट रिपोर्ट शेयर की गई है वो भी दिखती है. आप उन रिपोर्ट्स को इजीली डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं इन एन एक्सेल फॉर्मेट. जब आप उसे डाउनलोड करेंगे इन एन एक्सेल फॉर्मेट, यू विल सी समथिंग लाइक the one that you are seeing on the screen below. It will have all your defective ASINs as identified by us, and it will have all the defects related to titles, bullet points, product descriptions and images mentioned there. So आप इसे ensure करें that you go through this CDR report very frequently. Please make corrections as per these reports, because हम एक stipulated time देते हैं अपने sellers को to correct these defects, post which either we correct those defects or it is prone to action by Amazon. So it is definitely very advisable for you to keep checking the CDR report and make corrections accordingly. So the next, that was on images and the catalog defect report. So the next section is on A+, which will be covered by Anusha from our team. Handing over to you, Anusha. Thank you.
Thank you, Abhishek, for that. Hi, everyone. A very good morning to all of you. I'm Anusha, and for the next 25 to 30 minutes, I'm going to help you understand what A+ is, what its benefits are, and how it can help impact your business positively. Before we start, I just like to ask a simple question, which will help me better navigate the session. And based on your knowledge, I can take an approach most suitable for you. It's a simple yes or no poll, just like the other questions. And your question is, have you used A+ before? I understand that due to A+ being open only to brand registered sellers until recently, probably a good amount of you are learning about this for the first time. If we can take a look at the results. Okay, so like I said, a good amount of you are learning about this for the first time, and that's a great thing, because we have received many selling partner requests to allow them to create, to give them access to create A+ without having the brand registry criteria. So we have an announcement for you today. Sellers are now eligible to add A+ content to any product that they own or have an offer on. This launch is basically a pilot that the India team is enabling, and the limited set of sellers that we have reached out to for this webinar will receive A+ access regardless of whether they are brand registered or not. हमने limited group of sellers को ये webinar invite भेजा था, और उन्हीं sellers के लिए हम ये pilot कर रहे हैं. आप सारे sellers जो इस call पे हैं, आप सब A+ tool access कर सकते हैं बिना brand registry के. So on that note, let's dive right in. A+ is also known as enhanced brand content, and it is the segment in the lower half to bottom section of a detailed page under the from the manufacturer or about the product title, where you usually find extended details about a product. An A+ page is nothing but a platform that's provided to you, so you can add detailed descriptions, high quality images, feature specific content, or anything really to make your product stand out amongst its counterparts, your competition, right? So in a nutshell, this is a unique opportunity for you to be as authentic and as honest about your product as you can be. Essentially, the A+ content feature is designed to help you, the sellers and vendors, boost traffic, conversion rates, and sales. Over the course of the next few slides, we are going to break down the construction of an A+ page to help you gather ideas on how you can base this as a foundation to create your own content and structure them based on your product. So if you can take a look at this blow up of an A+ page, the first thing that should pop out is how well put together and how beautiful this page looks. It represents the story of this brand or product coming to life. While at first glance, it looks like there's a lot of information. When we look closer, we notice that all of it is important. So there's details about the product with images. You have your brand name and your logo, and you have your product specific features with images. So in order to make you truly understand what an A+ page does for you, let me quickly paint you a picture of what happens when you walk into a store. So me as a customer, if I want to buy a mobile phone, I already have an idea of what I'm looking for, a basic idea. So I walk into a store, I pick up a phone, I look at it closely, I look at the features, probably the camera, the display, the clarity, and based on what I see, I make a decision on whether or not I want to buy the product. And oftentimes there's a salesperson in the background who will give you information of the product that you didn't probably know about initially. So what A+ does for you is it bridges this gap between you as a customer on what you want and this decision to actually purchase the product, and also bring in the third party information that you weren't aware of previously. So in case of e-commerce shopping, there's already a wall between a customer and the product, and what an A+ page does is break down that wall as much as it can. Right. As I'll explain and demonstrate the tools shortly, vendors and sellers will be able to very easily access the tool as it's very user-friendly and highly customizable. You have a range of templates at your disposal, so you can design it, play with the placements, and stack it any way you want to get your desired layout. There is also a manual guide along with it that helps you navigate through the tool seamlessly. So even if you're a first-time user, you can feel at ease just diving right in and exploring all the options available to you. Like I said, right, what an A+ page does for you. It showcases your product's unique value proposition. It helps the customer reach that decision where, he feels the trust on the brand and the product and make that final purchase decision. It gives you an opportunity to highlight everything that's different about your product compared to your your counterparts without actually having to go overboard or exaggerate on your details. Like I said, it is the closest thing to an in-store sales or a retail experience on e-commerce. Just as you would examine a product in person, the A+ page helps highlight everything a buyer would possibly like to know about the product. So keeping this in mind, we have certain checks in place to bridge the gap between a seller and buyer as smoothly and as uncomplicated as possible. Let's just look at some of the common rejection reasons that we come across. Okay, So any sort of claims such as recommended by or validated by has to be substantiated by a note in the text with relevant proofs and evidence. And such awards must be granted in the last 2 years. And the reason for this is to stay as current as possible. Avoid making bold claims or boastful marketing campaigns when you're presenting your product's features. Let the product speak for itself. Direct the focus of the customer to what makes it so good so they know exactly why they should buy it. No note or text pertaining to or promising warranties or guarantees are allowed. With a new change in policies, however, which I'll elaborate on shortly, you are allowed to retain and or showcase your trademark symbols in images only. However, it's not allowed in the text, if I may say so. So I would say an ideal A+ page is about 55% images and 45% content. Like I said earlier, it's the closest thing we have to an in-store experience, right? So good quality images are very, very important. Stamping them with watermarks or cramming them with minuscule text would only dampen the experience and probably make the buyers move on to a product that does not have or does have a more aesthetically pleasing, overall visually appealing page. A+ is for driving sales and boosting visibility on the Amazon website. So redirecting them to other pages and social media handles kind of defeats the purpose of that. So any attempt of that will be rejected. Subtly guiding the customers to arrive at their own conclusions will drive purchase decisions far more successfully than it would if you attempt to outright influence them by telling them how to make the purchase. So it would be ideal and beneficial to craft your content around that. Moving on. Okay. So now you have your high quality images and you have your well thought out product specific content. Now what do? How you structure it is just as important. Like I said, we are breaking down the structure of an A+ page, right? Remember that it's all in the presentation. Text that are spilling out of designated boxes or images that are pulled apart or shrunk to fit into a window just makes for a very unpleasant viewing. Grammar, font, crisp and appropriate language, all these things add to the experience. So being conscious about how you want to tell your product story is really important and it would be really helpful for you. So I'll quickly touch upon some of the SOP changes for our existing A+ users, tool users, apologies. If you want to upload your A+ page in any other language that isn't English, but your images have English text, you are welcome to add them. Products that are specific to any event that can be highlighted in, products that are specific to any event can be highlighted in the content. For example, a Santa Claus outfit for Christmas or a Krishna outfit for Janmashtami is absolutely fine. However, if you're referencing a red dress as a hot date outfit or a Valentine's Day or a fancy kurta as your next Diwali attire, it's not quite appropriate. So I would suggest avoiding such descriptors. Similarly, if you have images of your customers using the product, they can be a part of your A+. But this does not include their reviews or personal opinions on the products itself. It's important to remember that you guide the customer, not influence them. Now I'll take you through a demo of the tool on how it looks and works. So when you get your hands on it, you'll feel a little more confident in creating your own content. Okay. Upon clicking the A+ Content Manager, you'll be taken to the dashboard. Choose the Start Creating A+ Content option. which will redirect you to the page where you can draft your content. Enter the title of your project and then select the language that you wish to publish your content in. If you scroll down and click on Add Module, you can select your desired module, and you also have an option to add a banner image of your choice. Choose the right image from your folder and make sure to enter relevant keywords pertaining to the product. This is important so that your product is easily recognizable for anyone who's viewing it. Add that, and now you can move on to your product description. Keep the content detailed yet crisp for an enhanced customer experience. This is really important. Like I said, this is your opportunity to highlight what's important about your product, what features really stand out, make it stand out against other products. Make sure to save your progress and do this frequently so as to not to lose your progress. And it's important to note that the tool provides a range of customizable modules that can be tailored around your product as you see fit, right? Based on the structures that you have in mind. The templates already provide information on the compatible image sizes and requirements, so you can prepare in advance. Adding a key feature and explaining it further gives you an opportunity to shine a light on your product and let the customers know what makes it stand out when compared to other products. Remember, it's all about how you tell your brand story and your product story in order for the customer to make his purchase decision, his or her. Once you're satisfied with your content, you can apply your ASINs by clicking on the Apply ASINs option. Here you can add one ASIN or multiple ASINs, which is a new option that's available to you. When you add your ASIN, make sure that the content and the ASIN matches. The little icon on the left is helpful in visually identifying the product you wish to add the content on. So once you're satisfied, again, save the content and click on the preview button. Once you do, here you can see a preview of the content as it would look on the detail page. And if you want, you can make changes accordingly. If you're satisfied with what you see, you can click on Submit for approval. And there you go. You have your A+ page ready and published. There are 17 templates overall on the EBC tool, all of them a combination of images and text placements. You have an option to add a banner or your logo, high quality images or specific aspects of your product that you want to highlight. These range from 3 to 4 images grid or simple text boxes or just a masthead template, and usually and pretty much boils down to how you want to place them to tell your story. If you look at the slide here, these are both stacked as 2 separate templates, but as you can see in the first one, you have your banner image, and the second one is broken down into 3 image grids, and you have a specific text box under that where you can probably talk about your product, like probably go into the features of your phone if that's the product that you're selling. Similarly, on the right side, again, you can add your product image, you can add feature-specific images. You can also use the side to probably talk about your specific technical specifications, where you don't have a lot of content, but maybe you want the images to speak for themselves. These are very ideal templates. Again, this is similar to the previous template where you have probably a little more content to add than the previous templates. This is usually for apparels or shoes or bags where you have to probably go into more details such as material, material type, your design, your patterns, how you can style it. Based on your product, you can write as much content and include as much images as you want. So like I said earlier, that the sellers that have been selected as part of this webinar will receive access to the A Plus tool regardless of whether they are brand registered or not. आपको ये चांस मिल रहा है A Plus tool access का पहली बार बिना brand registry के, इसलिए मैं आपको encourage करूंगी कि आप इसका फायदा उठाएं, A Plus page create करें और अपनी sales बढ़ाएं. With all this and the tool being completely free of charge, it's practically a steal. The A Plus tool is a great feature for anyone to take advantage of, especially if it pays off in the form of sales and visibility. You can also reach out to third-party vendors to create A Plus for you. So hope this helped, and if you want to know more, you have the Seller Central help page to guide you. Now join me in welcoming Sri Lakshmi to present you the country of origin attribute. Sri, over to you.
Thanks, Anusha, for that. Thanks, Anusha, for that detail on A+. I'm sure a lot of our sellers are very excited to try it out. So before we proceed about country of origin and other legal mandatory attributes, we have a quick poll question. Can we please have it? So this is just to understand how many of you are aware of country of origin and have started updating that on your selection. Can we please have the poll results? That's great to see most of you have updated country of origin. Okay. All right. So I would like to take the time to walk you through the latest government regulations that have come in, which is with respect to updating the legal mandatory attributes on all your listings. And the most important legal mandatory attribute that we currently have is the country of origin attribute. And according to the government regulations and stipulations, it is important to update this value for all the new ASINs that you're planning to create, as well as for all the existing ASINs that you already have. The deadline that we are looking at with respect to updating country of origin is 30th of September. Please keep this date in mind. It's very, very important that you update country of origin for all your existing ASINs by 30th of September. If in case any of your ASINs do not have this value backfilled, it's very likely that there will be some sort of an enforcement action taken against that ASIN, including search suppression or offer suppression. So please ensure that you update country of origin for all your listings by 30th of September. Also, another very important factor here is what you update in country of origin. It's not just enough you updating country of origin, it's also important to ensure you're updating the correct value for country of origin. We've seen that in most of the times, it's already printed on the package as made in XX country. So you can refer to the product packaging to update your country of origin. Even in apparel, if it's not part of the packaging, we've seen it printed as part of the item label, the clothing label in many instances. So you can definitely refer to that to update country of origin. In case your product packaging does not have country of origin, or in case you have some doubts, you are the manufacturer yourself, you are getting the components and assembling it, and you have some sort of a doubt as to what should be the country of origin, we recommend you to consult with your legal counsels and lawyers to understand what should be the appropriate value and update the correct value for country of origin. Apart from country of origin, there are a couple of other mandatory information that as a seller you are also required to submit as part of a customer information transparency requirement. So the first one is the manufacturer contact information, the manufacturer name and contact information. The second one is the importer name and contact information. Now, if you are importing the product, which means your product is not manufactured in India and you're getting it from some other country, it's important for you to provide the name and contact information of the importer. And the third piece of information is the packer name and contact. So if, for example, somebody else is packaging the product, and when we mean packaging, we are not talking about the Amazon packaging or the shipment packaging. We are talking about the product packaging. Like say, for example, you have a charger and the charger comes in a plastic blister pack. So that's the packaging we're talking about. So if that packaging is being done by a different person than the manufacturer, then you are required to provide the packer's name and contact information. Now, if the manufacturer is doing the packaging themselves, then you can provide the manufacturer name and contact information in the packer attributes as well. The second set of attributes is with respect to the generic name of the product. This is the common name in which customers are more familiar with the product. For example, turmeric or turmeric is also called as Hindi. In Hindi is also called as haldi. So that's the common name a lot of our customers would be aware of. So generic name of the product is an attribute which is used to capture what is the common name that a customer would be familiar with. So you can also use the generic name of the product to put in probably a non-technical name. So for example, if it's a mobile phone, the title of the product would have the name according to the style guide, which is in terms of brand name, the device model number, RAM, etc. But in generic name field, you can simply put in cellular phone to make it that much more easy for the customer to understand what is the product that you're selling. The third one is the unit count and type. This is essentially to inform the customers what is the number of items or the number of products that they are receiving. For example, if you are selling a prepackaged set of bottles, say the packaging has 6 bottles, you can use unit count to say whether it's 6 number or units of bottles, or you can use it to say 1 set of bottles. So this is essentially to inform the customers what is the number of products that they can expect to receive. The next one is with respect to the dimensions of the product. This is the item length, width, and height. Here it refers to the actual dimensions of the product and not that of the product packaging. So again, it's very important to ensure that the dimension that you update is not, the dimension of the product along with the box, but it's the actual length, width, and height of the product. Now, in some instances, like say apparel or jewelry, you may not have all 3 information. You either may just have the length and width, or you may have the height and width. So it's wherever these dimensions are not applicable, we request you to take that call, understand and decide for your product what is more appropriate and update the value accordingly. The next one is item weight. Again, here it's the weight of the actual product and not of the shipment weight. So if a product comes in a pre-package, like the charger example we were talking about, it comes in a blister pack, it's still that the weight of the product, and you can refer in most instances where the product is already pre-packaged, this weight is mentioned on the packaging, so you can refer to that to update the weight. Again, please make sure that this is the actual weight of the product and not the shipping weight. The last attribute is the expiration date. Now this is applicable to all consumable products which have a shelf life or which have an expiry date. So we are referring to things like beauty products, things like grocery items, fruits, vegetables, and we're also referring to things like vitamin supplements, dietary supplements, essentially any product which has a defined shelf life. So the expectation here is for you to update the earliest lot offering expiration date. So if you have, say, 100 units for that SKU, what is the earliest expiration date among those 100 units is what you're expected to fill. One important theme or one important information to keep in mind when you're updating particularly the expiration date, the country of origin, the unit count, and the item weight is to ensure that all these informations are constantly updated. So every time you add in new quantity or you update your listings to bring in new models of the same items, or you're just having a new stock inbound, please ensure especially the expiration date and the country of origin is updated accordingly. According to the legal regulations, it is the responsibility of the seller to ensure all of these attributes are updated and all of these attributes are accurate at all times. You can refer to the Seller Central help page to know more about what these attributes are actually called in the templates, what are the example values, and how to fill these. So just quickly moving on the actual process of updating country of origin. For any new listing, if you're trying to update this information one by one, similar to a one-by-one ASIN creation process, you go on to the Add Your Product page, select the category of the product in which you want to create your new listing, and in the 1x1 experience, the listing experience, in the Vital Info tab, go to the country of origin attribute, click on the box. There is a drop-down value of names of countries. Select the country which the particular product, the SKU that you're trying to list, is originating from. Save and complete your listing. Now, if you want to update the country of origin for your existing listing in a one-by-one manner, go to Manage Your Inventory page. Go to Manage Your Inventory page and then search for the ASIN for which you want to update the information. Click on the Edit tab. That again takes you to the 1x1 experience, where in the Vital Information tab, you go back to the country of origin attribute field. Click the drop-down, select the appropriate country value, save and update. If you want to update country of origin in a bulk manner, say for all of your existing listings, then we recommend using the bulk listing template or the Excel file process. Go to Add Your Products via Upload. Select all the products for which you want to update the country of origin. So when I mean select products, this is specifically the different product categories. If you have, say, if you're selling shoes and you're also selling jewelry accessories and you're also selling t-shirts, you can update country of origin for all of these product categories at once. You just need to ensure that you select the particular product category. Select all of the particular product categories, generate the template. You will get an Excel file like this. In this Excel file, in the product type attribute, select what category the particular SKU belongs to. So if it belongs to shoes, you will select shoes here. If it belongs to t-shirts, then you will select apparel here. So shirts here. So essentially select the product type, input the corresponding SKU, and in the attribute column country of origin, in the drop down, select the appropriate country for that SKU. And once this is done, in the update delete section, make sure you always select partial update. This is very important. If you're updating country or version for your existing ASIN, make sure you select partial update, save the file, and then upload it as you would while doing any other bulk listing. So this is the method to update country of origin. The same method can be used to update other legal mandatory attributes also. Reiterating again, September 30th is the deadline to update country of origin on all your existing listings. We urge you, we very strongly recommend that you go and update country of origin for all your existing listings much before September 30th. Please note that there could be enforcement actions on all your listings if country of origin has not been updated after 30th. So the enforcement actions can include search suppression as well as office suppression. So please ensure that you are updating country of origin to all of your listings before 30th of September without fail. So that's it from me with respect to the legal mandatory attributes. Now opening the floor up to the question and answer session. I would request the other panelists to also please come on video for this.
Thank you, Shri. Okay, hi. There's a question from Sairam on how to upload a product video. So product video as of now is open to brand registered sellers. You can provide us a Dropbox link or a Google Drive link for the video. YouTube links are not allowed. If you're not a brand registered seller, we recommend you to become one. You can get in touch with our seller support on how to get that done.
Okay, there's a question on how the A+ would be visible from the backend. It's going to be available in the advertising tab. As soon as it is open for all of you, it's going to be open from tomorrow, and then you would be able to access it. And I'll just repeat myself, this entire recording is going to be available for all of you. You'll get the link after this webinar.
There's a question from Mayuri on if we are selling a pack of 6 or 9 and 12, is it necessary to show bulk images as a main image? Because showing 9 or 12 bottles doesn't look very attractive. So yeah, Mayuri, that's a very good question. Per the guidelines, it is really important to show all the combinations in the main image. But however, in this case, it seems to be pretty difficult. So maybe you can reach us out to IN catalog queries group, and we want to go through that image once before taking a call. But as per the guidelines, it is not recommended.
Okay, there's a question on the node ID for template classifying product. What is this template? This is essentially the template which you would download for uploading, essentially uploading any inventory. or first time listing. So this is the listing template when आप बहुत सारे products एक साथ करने के लिए जा रहे हैं. The two options for listing, one is 1x1 and another feature is bulk upload. That is the template where the categorization is to be selected. और ये आपको 1x1 में भी select करना होती है.
There is a question asking me to explain the bulk update process for country of origin again. So this process is very similar to creating bulk listings. It's no different from that process. In Seller Central, you go to the Manage Your Inventory tab. In Manage Your Inventory tab, you click on Add Products via Upload. You will get a waterfall category picker experience where you can select the most granular category or the node, so to say, of the product that you want to list. So if you have products in multiple categories, then you select all the different categories for which you want to update the country of origin. Once you select all the categories, you click on Generate a Template. So that creates a Excel file which you can download. In the Excel file, in the Product Type tab, you select the appropriate category that you want, that is corresponding to the SKU for which you want to update country of origin. Input the SKU in the country of origin attribute column. In the drop-down, select the appropriate COO value. In the update or delete column, select partial update in the drop-down. Save the file as a text tab delimited format. And then once your file is saved, upload it back using the same UI.
There's a question from Suchitra Rastogi on what are the image guidelines for combo products of clothes. So yes, Suchitra, like we talked about it earlier, all the products with coming in that combo product listing should be available as in the main image itself. And for clothing, another guideline that is important is having a model photo shoot. So all combo products with a model photo shoot should be present in the main image itself.
Okay, there's a lot many questions coming on A+. Again, जैसे अनुषा ने बताया था, until today or our guidelines was that आपके पास में trademark या फिर brand registry होना चाहिए to get the A+ for yourself. But as we mentioned, we are slowly looking to open it up to all sellers, and all of you who would have received email invites for this webinar will be able to make A+ for your ASINs starting tomorrow. A+ can be made for every single product. You would not have a different A+ for different color variations. You would ideally maintain the same A+. Again, if you have any questions, you can reach out to us after tomorrow if it's not showing.
Sunita has a question on, can you help us with the photographer who can click our images? Yes, so Sunita, in Seller Central, when you log on to it, you will see an apps and services tab on top. Within that apps and services section, you will see service providers list. When you click on that, you will get to get service providers list basis categorization, whether you want it for a cataloging operations or imaging services or any other such kind of services related to catalog. You can leverage any of these service providers basis your close proximity to your location.
There's a question from C2 on product description. Yes, you can update individual attributes. It is not just for product description. For any single product edits, you can do for one attribute for all the attribute. And there's a follow-up question from another seller. You can do it in bulk as well. It is not required कि आप एक product को एक बार में जाकर edit करें. You can make a bulk update via the template which I just mentioned about to do the changes on your catalog.
There is a question from Monica. She's saying that they've updated country of origin for a lot of our products, but how do we know if we have missed out updating an SKU? Unfortunately, Monica, that feature is not available currently. It's a feature that we are working on. It will be available in some time. However, we don't have that feature right now. And we request you to please check your listings and maintain offline record of the SKUs where you have updated country of origin.
Mayuri, for video, you will have to reach out to seller support for video uploads. That's how it works today. It's not directly open to sellers. Celebrity images, there's a question on it. We do not allow for celebrity images either on our imaging section or even on our A+ sections.
There is one question with respect to what if the product comes in two categories. The recommendation here is to select the most closest category to which the product belongs to. So for example, if there are, if you're selling shoes, but if you're selling specifically running shoes, then the recommendation here is to select running shoes as the product category and not just shoes.
Okay, there are questions from Sonali and I think from some previous other sellers as well where search impact के बारे में पूछा जा रहा है. So currently A+ does not impact your search results. It is not going to bring any changes, but जब detail page पर product evaluation के लिए customer would be looking at your product, that's where A+ is going to be of very big help to you.
Okay, so there's a question from Yuvraj Jain who asks what percentage of sale growth we can expect after updating A+ content. So Yuvraj, like it was spoken in the presentation, A+ is a feature which helps you establish your brand trust with your customers, and also you can kind of get to explain a lot about the product features. So it is really a very important contributing factor to improve your sales. So we recommend you should definitely have A+ content for your product, and it impacts your sales definitely.
Okay, Vinay and Rajeshri, to your questions, A+ again, as I mentioned, we are slowly opening this up to all sellers for all products. To now, we are only doing it for select sellers who are today on this webinar, and eventually we look to open it up to all sellers. We want to try out all the processes and our seller backend portal to make sure it is easy, it is seller friendly before we do a mass opening. From a bulk update of A+, it can be done for up to 1,000 ASINs in one go. Neha, to your question, brand store is a very different way of presenting everything about your brand. It does not talk about individual product detail or its offering. It's a different concept that Amazon promotes to create a brand for yourself, get it registered. It can in future help you in infringement issues. So brand registered in itself has got many advantages. So even though as on today you will not need it for creating an A+, but uh, please refer to all that brand registry has to offer and you can enroll for it. Creating brand store is one of those capability that you will start to have if you are a brand registered seller. Ratio, Amazon is continuously trying to bring in more and more वर्नाक्युलर लैंग्वेजेस हिंदी में प्रोडक्ट्स डिस्प्ले होने लग गए हैं, वो ऑटोमेटिकली कन्वर्ट होते हैं डिपेंडिंग ऑन यूजर चॉइस फॉर व्यूइंग द प्रोडक्ट्स और द पेज इन हिंदी. आपका इनपुट फिर भी इंग्लिश में ही रहेगा एंड आवर सिस्टम्स विल टेक केयर ऑफ शोकेसिंग द प्रोडक्ट्स इन हिंदी. For A plus as a section, there are 2 language options already available today. Either you can create the content in English or in Hindi.
There's a question from Ashish Tripathi. Can the main image be lifestyle image barring few categories? What does it mean? So yes, Ashish, that's a very good question. So for categories like furniture and kitchen appliances, it is important to show, for example, a sofa set, how it looks in the background, right, with the background. So for such categories, main images can be a lifestyle image, but most of the categories should have only a white background associated with it. So Romita, there's a question on what are the dimensions for images to be uploaded on the template grids of A+. We will be sharing this presentation, all the templates with their specific A+ images. Dimensions are mentioned in that. You can refer the presentation after this session is over. There are multiple dimensions. You can check that.
There's another important contact that we wanted to share with you. We have this email ID called as incatalogqueries@amazon.com. We do realize that when you reach to seller support, you sometimes do not get immediate responses. So this is an email ID which you can use to reach out to us. But please make sure it is only regarding the content जो हमने आज बात करा है, which could be around style guides या फिर imaging guidelines या फिर C+ guidelines. Anything beyond this on account management or brand registry or inventory or pricing or shipment related issues will not be answered on this email. So if you have specific issues on anything that we have talked today, you can reach out to us directly and we will get back to you.
Ashish, texts are not allowed on main images, and there is 6 to 7 images that appears on the detail page for customers to see. Only the first image, on the first image, texts are not allowed. You can use them on the secondary images. Bala Murugam has a question on one of my apparel is pure white cloth. When it is placed on white background, it is not visible properly. So for this, Bala, like I said earlier, for any apparel category, a model photo shoot is needed. So if your model is wearing that apparel, white apparel, it would be visible properly and then there wouldn't be an issue. But if you only have that pure white cloth against the background, it wouldn't appear as nicely as it is expected to in front of the customers.
There is one question from Lakshmi Narayana on country of origin. So the question is, I have already updated my country of origin, but I'm still getting notices and emails from Amazon to update it before 30th. So the notices and emails that we are sending out on country of origin, we are sending it out to all sellers as gentle reminders to ensure everybody is in compliance with the regulations. If you have already updated this value, please know that whatever you have updated is already accepted as default. So there is no wait-in period for accepting country of origin values. So if you've already updated the value, then the value is already accepted. Also, please note that while September 30th is the deadline to update country of origin on existing ASINs, if you are creating any new ASINs after September 30th, you are still required to provide country of origin for those ASINs as well.
Again, I see a lot of questions here on brand registry, trademark applications, etc., etc. As again shared, this is no more relevant now for A+ for all of you. So if you still want to pursue brand registry for other benefits of it, please reach out to seller support and you can get your queries resolved. Okay, Jyoti has a question on their listing is in toys and games, which is a combination of activity, book and gamified app access. You can retain it in the games, Jyoti, depending on where all of your products are. Your competition products are as well seated. If you are facing any fee related challenges with respect to your product, you can write to us on the email ID that we've already shared. There's a question from Michelle on platinum keywords. I think there was one before for search related keywords as well. Again, we did not touch it in today's presentation because we have only referred to the style guidelines which are relevant to your customers or visible. Search keywords are hidden keywords. You have that opportunity to put in associated matching set keywords on your catalog. For example, on a cooking pan, you can put tawa or kadhai, like those kind of Hindi words in your search keywords because customer could search for those products. So there is no definition of there is no way to directly get this platinum keywords. You will have to understand what product you are selling to and put these words which can help in getting you search visibility. There's a question from Sarvesh on the missing browse node, and browse node is showing in the edit node. So Sarvesh, typically you would get that when your browse node is inaccurate. So even though the browse node is present, it is not to the last last note. So for example, if you are listing sari as a product, it's quite possible the browse node over there is of women ethnic wear and it is not sari browse node. So you will have to check on whether the entire path जो कि presentation में मैंने explain करा था वो वहाँ पर visible है कि नहीं. Again, if you have specific question with the product, you can reach out to us on email and we'll help you resolve the query. Atisha, on A+, there are different kind of modules which are available and you can choose to the one which best suits your product or display.
There was a question on packer contact details and importer contact details. Packer contact details is required for all products. Importer contact details is required for only imported products.
Ruchi, for your questions on the A+ correct listing, we are going to share this entire recording from today and the details are also available on Seller Central A+ help page. You can refer to it if you have further queries. Please reach out to us. There's a question from Mr. Singh on Easy Ship. We are not the right team, so please reach out to Seller Support. They'll help you. There's a question from Manu on the non-returnable on some of the undergarments product. We do receive a lot of seller contacts on this where the category is the product which ideally should be non-returnable is getting returned by customer. If you are having challenges, ये वाला attribute आपको customer detail website पर दिखता है जहाँ पर it clearly calls out that the product is non-returnable. If this is incorrectly showing for your product, again you can reach out to seller support team and it will get corrected. To answer you, Manu, this is non-returnable, but अगर internal mapping के अंदर कोई problem है, please reach out to seller support to get it resolved. There's a question from Raju on country of origin. You should seek help from your legal advisor to best define the country of origin in your situation. So there's a question from Mr. Kulkarni on ranking factors. Sir, it is a combination of many factors. Seniority on Amazon is one of them. It will also be customer rating. It would be the product quality and entire analytics that goes behind on the platform. There's a question on bad feedbacks on account help. Rajiv, please reach out to seller support team. They can help you with this. We are not the right team. Rajeshri, yes, you can use our catalog queries email ID for catalog defect report and we will help you with it. These reports are shared by our team. Again, this question on A plus on search, as I answered this, A plus will not impact your search. It is going to impact the detail page experience, as Anusha talked through that in the session. Sarvesh sir, you'll have to reach out to your account manager from Launchpad team to get more details. Same thing, Sonali, you have a question on account manager. We do not come from that team. You'll have to reach out to seller support or your account manager. The account management comes as a paid service in Amazon, so it's not by default you will get an account manager assigned on your Seller Central account. There's a question from Mr. Menon on ASIN search suppression. There is a new feature which has been launched on Seller Central. It is called as Fix Your Products section on your Seller Central page where you can see inventory, cost, etc. There is a tab called as Suppressed, and on that you will get entire listing of products which you have listed as search suppressed, and the UI will give you a chance to make the correction then and there itself. Again, this is a new feature which got launched only as on last week. This was to ensure that our sellers could get the information directly on products which are getting suppressed. It would typically happen because one or the other Amazon given guidelines have not been adhered to, and the suppressions are exercised by different teams in Amazon to make sure that the customer experience is not impacted on the website. So you can look at that tab, sir, and make corrections on your listings. Or Service, you can make A plus on any kind of listing. Again, as we said, it is more to talk about your brand and give the customer the experience on the product quality. It is of little importance about the combo listing, but more about getting customers that offline store experience via talking more about the product. There's a question from Jagdish sir on keywords and A plus. Again, all that you write on A plus content is an interaction with your customer, like that offline store sales representative. So it's kind of a conversation जहाँ पर आप बता रहे हैं customer को अपने product के बारे में. It is not going to impact your search. Manu, if you have any issues with your product infringement, hijacking, listing, please reach out to seller support and right full actions would be taken by them. Yeah, again, repeating myself, we are going to share the entire recording and link of the session today, and you can reach out to us for further queries directly on our email ID for any further questions.
So there is a question here on country of origin and LM attributes. If I've just added an offer to an existing listing, should I still update country of origin? The answer is yes. You should update country of origin for all the offers that you have listed.
There's a question from Mr. Singh where the description is not getting updated because of the retail ASIN. If you are finding any incorrect information on your detail page, which you would still want to change, you can write to us, and you can also let the seller support understand why you are suggesting to make the changes. Again, there are certain technical rules which are placed in the system at the back end why it is not letting you make the changes. But if you are seeing that the content over there is incorrect, you can reach out to us, or you can reach out to seller support, and we'll let you know how to resolve it. Okay, I can see now a lot of questions essentially being repeated around editing the listing or again the same A+ content. I believe we have covered all of them in our answers. If you have any further questions, you can again reach out to us. And once again, thank you for attending the session. I hope this was useful and you can use some of these tips on the style guides, on imaging guidelines, and also use now the A+ content for your products to get your better conversions. At the end of the sessions, we are going to share with you a feedback link, and please share. We are going to conduct this catalog workshop sessions at a higher frequency. We did one big session last month, and you can keep a watch out on the social media pages, both Facebook and Instagram, to see when the sessions are being conducted, and we'll always have this dedicated 30 minutes to address your Q&A. Thank you so much everyone, and thank you for the entire team.
Thank you so much, Sonal.
Yeah. Over to you, Malvika.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sonal. Thank you to the entire team of Cataloguing to take your time off on a Sunday addressing the sellers. It was really a good session. Like Sonal rightly said, we will be sending you a follow-up email with the recorded session of the webinar. So in case if you've had any internet issues, or if you can hear or anything that way, you can view it a little later time also. With that, thank you for attending today's session, and I wish you all a good Sunday going forward. Thanks, everybody.